praises and gratitude to the reunited three most powerful, God, Timko II, and the Son of God.
But I have a little joke for you, if I still remember it. My God. Okay. There is a little joke, like a man or a woman, who cares, went up after he died or she died. After the person died, they went somewhere beautiful, went to a beautiful, beautiful place. And then the person at the gate, looked at his ID card and then brought him into a very beautiful house, a villa with lakes and flowers and everything surrounded, a big garden and birds singing, dogs barking, ducks quacking, everything was perfect. And then after a while, someone else took him to another place so that he can have more enjoyment with delicacies, like vegan cakes, candy, blessed food, all the beautiful international cooking for him to sample. And after that, they took him out to maybe nightclub, so that he can see the dancing or dance himself. And afterward, took him to another place for anything else, just enjoyment, listening to music or watching a theater and things like that. And many days went on and on like this, always eating, sleeping, making merry, and nothing else. So the man began to feel a little bit itchy, say, well, can you give me some work to do? I like to do something. And the attendant was very sad and said, I'm sorry, we have no work for you here. This I cannot help you with. So the man said, my God, like this, it could be like in hell if I have nothing to do, So the attendant say, where do you think you are now? Just exactly where do you think you are? All right, want another joke? My book of wisdom. All right. Okay. All right. Just make sure I remember. There was a man. He cultivated a beautiful, large, lovely, fresh, green, flowering, blossoming garden. Yes, because he loved flowers. So he spent a great deal of time and care so that his garden blossom with life and all kinds of colorful flowers of choice. But then there are some weeds growing in the garden, such as, dandelions. Call it? Yeah? Like, they call it, Löwenzahn bloom in Germany. Dandelion, right? Löwenzahn bloom, huh? Okay. And these are weeds. Actually, this tastes very nice if you want to eat it for salad. The leaves, the tender leaves of the dandelion. He loved flowers of all kinds, so he planted a lot of flowers. But the dandelions were always there, invading his his country, his garden. So he tried all kinds of means to get rid of the weeds, but he could never, ever succeed. Yeah, the weeds are always there. He plucked them out today. The next 3 more days, they came back again. So he was very fed up. And he asked all kind of experts what to do with the weeds. Nobody had any clue. And then one day, somebody was recommended to him. This man happened to be a priest as well. Huh? Priest, huh? You know what a priest is? Yeah, just somebody like me, maybe. Some other priests recommended to him there's a super father somewhere, like a supreme mother. There's no supreme mother? No. Mother supreme, huh? Superior. Okay. So there is a father superior somewhere. Okay. In another monastery, and they recommended to him that father superior had a way to help him. He has never turned anybody away without a solution. Yeah, he must probably have a solution for you, for your weedy garden. So here went the priest over there, and then asked the abbot, the father superior, what to do about the weeds. So the father asked him, did you do that? Did you weed out? He said, yes, I did every day, but they grow again next day even more. So did you put some of that stuff, like chemical things? Yes, I did, but after some time the dandelions get used to the chemical and then they grow fatter, greener, and lusher than before. And so the father superior continued asking, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you, all kinds of expert methods to weed out the dandelion from his garden. So the priest said, yes, I did, for I did this, did that, did everything. And the dandelion is still there. So the father superior sat there with the man for a while and meditated and maybe prayed to the Supreme Father in heaven. And so after a while, the father superior told the priest, okay, if you can't get rid of them, then you have to learn to love them. So that's the problem. That's how I learned to love you. Because I can't get rid of you. Okay. So sometimes we have a lot of weaknesses, in our spiritual path, in our daily life. And we try our best to get rid of them. If we can, well and good. If we truly, honestly try our best and we can get rid of them, it's fine. If we cannot, learn the dandelion way. Love them, and just ignore them. Don't fight with them. And just do our job. Just look at the flowers. Look at the other flowers that you like. Try to develop other qualities in yourself that are more suitable for a practitioner, that are more beautiful for your personality, and just ignore the weaknesses. And maybe they die alone. If not, and nobody looks at them, then you just forget them, like they don't exist. It's difficult, but we can practice. We can practice. Now, want another joke? Yeah? I have a book of jokes here. Okay, now talking about weaknesses. I have another story for you. Another priest came to kind of a very famous practitioner, a Jewish rabbi, and asked him something concerning, his personality. The priest, the lower priest asked, because he has a very bad temper. Yeah. He said, what shall I do with my tongue? Whenever I'm in the public, whenever I'm with somebody, I just cut them with it. My tongue is so sharp, it's like a razor, and I can't control it. I always criticize people. I see their weakness, I see their shortcomings, and even their good deeds. I can see them with a very inferior motive. And so I cut them through. And I lost a lot of friends. business, I lost people, I lost the devotees, everything. What shall I do with my tongue? Do you know what the rabbi say? Huh? Guess. Cut it off. Oh, you barbarians. Terrible. Then I should cut mine first. Then you have no more jokes. So anyhow, so the superior rabbi of Jews advised the person like this. Well, when we want to live with the multitude, when we want to live with others in harmony and peace, then we must be round so that we can face every of them. Yeah. We should not be so square. If we are too square, so square, we cannot live with other people. And so the priest said, oh, thank you, Father. I know that. Okay, thank you. I will try my best. And very humble, he begged for the high rabbi's blessing. But the high rabbi say, I myself cannot live with people. Therefore I live alone. Yeah. Well, I said to you sometimes, I really worship you, I respect you a lot because you can live with a lot of people. Everybody told me that to be enlightened, to be monk, to live alone in a mountain is very difficult. But I found it's easier than the way you live your life. Like you live with many people, like your grandpa, grandma, and then maybe a step-grandpa, step-grandma, and then father, mother, and then stepfather, stepmother, and then sister and brother, and stepbrother, stepsister, and then your sister and your nephews and your niece, and then your own niece, and, and your own children, everybody. Sometimes you don't live together, that many people, but then you're often in contact with each other, having parties and all that. I don't know how you manage. It's really a wonder that you can manage, yeah? So the rabbis say that those who live in society, live with other people, are strong. He lives away from people, not because he is strong, but because of his weakness, that he cannot get on with people, that he cuts with the tongue too. So anybody with a sharp tongue should consider come to see you and hide your tongue. Actually, it's very difficult to live with people, huh? But a lot of people can, huh? People can do that, the whole world. Don't they? You do too, huh? You find it good? Yeah, huh? Amazing, huh? Marvelous, huh? Get on well with each other, right?
Sometimes.
What?
Sometimes we have a short tongue.
Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes okay. Not that only sometimes you don't have a sharp tongue. Then it's troublesome. Yeah, I'm always surprised to find how people can live with each other so long or love each other so much. Even like your President Nixon, when his wife died, I heard that he nearly died himself. In fact, he did later. But he was very, very emotionally hurt by his wife's departure. Huh? And they're old already, and he's president, and he was a tough guy, huh? As far as we know. Huh? And I wonder how come people can be that attached to each other so much, that a part of themselves gone when the other person's gone. It's a wonderful thing, huh? Or not? No? No? Why not? Or if you can love a person like that, it's fine. What?
I think it's fine.
You think it's fine, huh? Yeah, some people like that. And they grow old with each other, and they've been so faithful, And sometimes it touched me too. I feel very touched that people in this world are still so faithful with each other. Yeah. All right, want another joke? My book of wisdom. All right. we have a lot of incorrect ideas as practitioners. For example, many people think that they should follow the way of the Buddha, forsake everything and go out and beg for our necessity, and live a very, very bare, simple life, just like the bear, picking berries and things like that. And maybe in that case, we will become very holy or become wise. But that kind of life is not the kind of life that offers us wisdom and Buddhahood. It is that the Buddhahood is already there. When the Buddha attained Buddhahood, it's not because he ate berries and lived a bare life, bare necessity life. You watch a film, The Jungle Book, bare necessity, eating banana, berries and things like that. This won't give you enlightenment. Enlightenment comes along whenever we seek it, when the time is ripe. Enlightenment comes, but not from any kind of physical abuse, or asceticism. Yeah. So there is a joke in Zen Buddhism. Not a joke really, because it's kind of a good story. Oh, in Sufism. Sufism is a branch within Islam, which is maybe more liberal, more enlightened. Maybe they have a lineage of enlightened masters, okay? So, it is said like this. There was a man wandering into the deep forest. And one day, he just went perhaps for sightseeing, or to do some business. Then one day he happened to see a fox who lost all its legs. So he was wondering, how can the fox survive in this jungle having no legs anymore? So he kept watching. And then he saw a tiger who brought game back and then ate it. And then whatever was left over, the fox fed himself from that. That's how, now he knows. That's how he survived. Then the next day again, God also fed the fox through the tiger again. So the man was somewhat thinking that he was enlightened now. He said, we have to depend on God. We must trust God. And then He will provide everything for us. So he dropped his business, forgot his wife and kids, and didn't even go to Sihu Center for group meditation anymore. He just sat there in the forest and tried to surrender to God, and God would bring provisions to him. So he sat there meditating on God. And he didn't even recite the 5 names or Namo, the Supreme Master, Ching-Ai Wu Shang Shi Su Ma Zi name even. He said, why? I just trust God. Why should I recite anybody's name? I trust God. I love God. I believe God. I fear God. That's enough for me. I surrender everything to God. So he sat there. And he waited for maybe vegan butter and vegan cakes, and bread, vegan cheese, tofu to arrive. First day, nothing arrived. So he continued to sit there. He said, God tests his faith. So he sat there another day. Second day, no tofu ever appear. And no cabbage grow from the earth in front of his nose. Nothing happened. So he thought, God must be testing my courage and my belief. Of course, I'll show him. Yeah, I'll show him my faith, my surrender ability, and my unwavering, unshaken trust in God. So he sat there again and kept waiting. Third day came, nothing happened. No vegan butter, no bread, no vegan cheese, no tofu, no cabbage, no carrot, not even water from rain. Now he failed. The test from his throat, the test from his stomach, the test from his limbs, not from God necessarily, but from all over his body. all the spare parts of his body began to try not to spare him. So he was suffering and trying to think what happened. And he said, praying to God, please don't test me any further. I truly trust you. I really surrender to you. My faith in you is unshaken. Yeah? I can never die. So there came a voice from heaven. Or maybe from his stomach, I don't know. It says like this. Oh, you stupid. Why do you learn the way of a disabled fox? Wake up, walk away, and be the way of the tiger. Don't learn the way of the disabled fox. So you got it? Yes. Got it. Good. Enlightenment comes along whenever we seek it. When the time is ripe, enlightenment comes, but not from any kind of physical abuse or asceticism. Okay. Well, we can be monks too, but we should work some little things for our living. That's why I told you we must earn our own bread. Yeah? Because we are provided with tools and intelligence. We are not a disabled fox. If we are, maybe God provides for us. It happens. It happens like that. But since we are not disabled, why should we walk the way of a disabled animal? Yeah? We should walk like lion, tiger, elephant, horse. We should be the provider and not the beggar, not the receiver. And that's the way of life. I think as long as we are still in this illusionary world, we should provide for ourselves, train ourselves, play with these tools, experiment with our ability and intelligence. Let's see what life has to offer. Let's see what tomorrow will bring. You see, with our intelligence and abilities, we watch life growing inside us. We watch life changing with the seasons. We watch our tools bring benefit to ourselves, our family, and the society at large. We have intelligence. We should use it. Wisdom is one thing. Intelligence and ability are another thing. Wisdom we keep, right? Wisdom can never be taken away from us. Wisdom can never be trained, can never be defied, can never be lessened or increased. But intelligence, knowledge, we should use just to deal with daily life in this mundane world. The wisdom we keep for ourselves, and we can use it for a greater, more noble purpose. Yeah, like getting other people enlightened, or getting ourselves more power so that we can help those in need. Yeah, like healing without healing, like knowing without knowing, helping without helping, blessing the world without even a trace of arrogance and without a trace of credit for our part. That's the way we should be, So today we meditate, or tomorrow we meditate, every day we meditate. This is just like walking the way of the tiger. We provide, we bless, we don't ask, we don't beg. I think God, angels, bodhisattvas, they are doing their parts already. They are having their job done. And now we have to follow in the footsteps and do their jobs too. Not always praying for ourselves or begging for this ephemeral life. Yeah, whenever we truly need something, we may pray for it, just for that necessity, so that we can go on with our spiritual life, but not forever being a beggar in a spiritual kingdom. Is that right? Yes. Okay. From now on, you can be a beggar. Take some food. Take some blessed food and eat them so that you may bless other people in the future.